Have you ever really stopped to think about what speed feels like? Well, today, we're going to find out. We're going to jump inside three completely different machines: a regular, everyday car, an insane hypercar, and a passenger jet. And this isn't just about finding out which one is the fastest. Oh no. It's about how speed literally changes our perception of reality. And that's really the heart of it, right? This one line says it all. The way we see the world, whether it feels calm or absolutely thrilling or just totally normal, it all gets transformed by how fast we're moving. This is a story about how weird and relative speed really is. So first up, let's meet our baseline, our connection to reality, the Toyota Corolla. Look, this is the car a ton of us know and, well, maybe not love, but definitely rely on. It's a true workhorse of everyday engineering. It's built to be practical, and it basically defines the speeds that make up our daily lives. Okay, now for a hard pivot to something else entirely. The Bugatti Chiron. This isn't just a car, it's more like a land-based rocket ship. It represents the absolute mind-bending peak of what's possible on four wheels. Built for one reason and one reason only: to just demolish the limits of physics on a road. This is our champion of the extreme. And for our final contender, we're leaving the ground behind. Say hello to the passenger jet. This machine operates in a totally different world, playing by a completely different set of rules. It's an incredible piece of human ingenuity, designed for speeds that are just, well, they're unthinkable down here on Earth. All right, let's get this whole comparison started at the starting line, with a speed that every single one of us understands. We are talking about a simple, slow, easy crawl. 10 kilometers per hour. That's it. Think about a brisk walk, or maybe a slow jog. It's that careful, cautious speed you use in a crowded parking lot. So how do our incredible machines handle this snail's pace? Well, here's where it gets kind of weird. At this super slow speed, none of them are happy. The Corolla's engine is just clunky and inefficient. The Chiron, oh man, the Chiron feels completely caged, like a cheetah being forced to walk on a leash. And the airplane? It's just taxiing on the runway. It feels less like a miracle of flight and more like a very, very slow bus. Okay, let's jump out of the parking lot and get into the fast lane. It's time to pick up the pace. A lot. 160 kilometers per hour. Now we're talking. For most of us behind the wheel, this feels genuinely fast. The world outside starts to streak by, and your focus has to be razor sharp. And this is where our three contenders really start to show their true colors. And right away, the gap between them just explodes. The Corolla, yeah, it can do it, but it is straining, right at the very edge of what it was built for. The driver feels the speed, for sure, but they also feel the risk. The Bugatti, it feels like it's out for a light jog. It is completely bored, totally smooth, barely breaking a sweat. And for a propeller plane, this is just a comfortable, easy cruising speed. All right, now we're going to leap into what I'd call extreme territory. We are entering a zone of speed that very, very few people will ever get to experience on the ground. 300 kilometers per hour. At this kind of velocity, physics stops being a concept in a textbook and becomes a very real, very dangerous force you're fighting against. Only the most specialized, most extreme machines can even dream of handling this. And for our everyday hero, the Corolla, well, this is where its story ends. The brilliant engineering that makes it so reliable for your commute just can't cope with these kinds of forces. To even survive at this speed, you'd need to change everything. New engine, new suspension, the whole shebang. For the car we know, it's just not possible. But for our other two contenders, this is where they come alive. The Chiron is completely in its element, hitting this speed in just 13 seconds. It feels absolutely planted to the road, delivering this feeling of controlled chaos. It's just violent acceleration mixed with impossible stability. And the passenger jet? Well, this is the magic number. This is takeoff speed. The engines roar to life, the ground falls away, and you are flying. Okay, time for the final leap. We're going into a completely different dimension of speed now. We are leaving the very idea of a road far, far behind us and entering the world of high-altitude travel. 1,000 kilometers per hour. That number is so far outside our normal world, it's almost impossible to even imagine. So what does it actually feel like? And the difference here is just absolute. For any road car, even the unbelievable Chiron, this speed is physically impossible. The tires would literally disintegrate, the forces would tear the car apart, it's game over. But for the passenger jet, it's perfectly normal. At 35,000 feet in the air, this is just another day at the office.
And this, right here, is the ultimate mind-bending lesson. At 35,000 feet, what do the passengers feel? Calm. It's quiet. It's totally routine. You're just sipping a drink, reading a book. The real miracle isn't just going that fast. It's the incredible engineering that makes that insane speed feel like you're not even moving at all.
So, what have we learned here? Well, the Corolla kind of grounds us. It's our reality check for everyday speed. The Chiron shows us that the feeling of speed, that thrilling, on-the-edge feeling, is all about extreme engineering, fighting physics on the ground. But the jet reveals the ultimate secret. The most advanced engineering doesn't make speed feel faster, it makes it disappear completely. And that leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to chew on. We've seen how technology can make an extraordinary speed feel totally ordinary. So as we keep pushing the limits of travel, you gotta wonder, what will that next great leap forward feel like? What's the next impossible speed that some future technology will make feel just like sitting still?